Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new around here, my name is Valerie. I'm a mom of 3 and I do videos around hacks, tips, parenting, advice, what else? So much more. So if you do like that type of thing, I would love for you to stick around and hit that subscribe button. And also, I always forget to say this, press the bell to be notified every time I post a video. So with that out of the way, let's get into today's video. So guys, as you can see, we've got a special guest on today. Her name is
Ubaida.
So this is Ubaida from UB's World.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's also a YouTuber. Alright, so what I'll put all the links to her channel below. So you guys can check out her channel because we did a video on her channel. So once you finish watching my video, please do go over to her channel and show her some love, okay? Okay, so today we are going to talk about the truth about having 3 kids. So Ubaida and I both have 3 kids. So she has...
I've got 3 boys.
And then obviously guys, if you know me, I've got 3 kids. So I've got a 14-year-old, a 7-year-old and a 20-month-old. And Ubaida, you've got?
I've got a 7-year-old, I've got a 5-year-old and I've got a 2-year-old, all boys.
Yeah, interesting. So before we get started, I wanted to put a little disclaimer out there. So we're not by any means advertising for people to have more children.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know, we're definitely not doing that. And we're not telling people not to have any more children. Yeah. So we're just basically talking about our own experiences. Yeah. And just it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek, a bit of a laugh. And also other parents, I'm sure, will be able to relate to some of the things that we are going to share with you guys.
Yeah.
So let's get started. So we're going to go back and forth and share our own experiences.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, when you have 3 kids, you are outnumbered. So for instance, when I have to put my sons to bed, because I've got a teenager, so obviously she puts herself to bed. But when I put them to bed on my own, it's so much, it's hard work because the baby is restless, and then my son will be like, oh mummy, because I normally put my son to bed first. And then because my son takes a bit longer, especially when he's teething. And then so when I put my son to bed and I'm trying to put my baby, my 20-month-old baby, I don't know why I call him a baby, he's a toddler for goodness sake. But anyway, when I'm trying to put him to bed, then my son will come over and say, oh mommy, my belly hurts. Yeah. Oh mommy, this and that, I want some water. So you're just constantly running around like a maniac.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, that is so true. You're always outnumbered, especially when you go out. I find that when I'm going out, I'm a little bit stressed before I've even left the house, because I'm thinking, oh my god, how am I going to do this? There's 3 kids, I have to keep an eye out on all 3 of them. I need to know where they are. So what I do when we go to, let's say, play centres, I'll wear them all like something very bright.
Oh yeah.
Something very bright and something that they all have the same of, so people would know that okay, they're all siblings. So if one's to get lost, or I saw the others wearing this, or you know, you can spot them. So I do that a lot to kind of help me. So yeah, you're always outnumbered, definitely. Always.
And also the thing is, because everybody wants your attention. Yeah. And there's only one of you, especially if you're on your own without hubby. It's like, mommy is like, okay, can you guys wait? There's only one of me, you know.
Yeah. That is so true. And another thing I find with having 3 children is the house is always loud. Oh my goodness, the house is always loud. It's just, every child is doing something different. Or when they've all got their tablets on at the same time, I'm like, guys, I can't hear. I can't. It's so bad that my sister thinks I'm deaf now because I'm so used to the noise. I'm able to block it out. But when everybody else comes into my environment, they're like, "What? How did you do this? Like, it's crazy. It's so loud. The tablet is going off. The car toy is going off. The TV is on. Just like, guys, turn it down."
I'm convinced that my son is deaf. Like seriously, because his iPad is always so loud, and I'm always saying that. You find me saying this like 100 times. Like, can you turn it down? Turn it down. Turn it down. And it's just so loud. And even like when he talks, he's loud. You know, he walks around the house, he's loud. He's stamping, and I even feel like my toddler as well. He's making noises as well. I have to constantly tell my neighbors, look, I'm so sorry if you heard any loud noises. I'm so sorry. Constantly apologizing. It's like they're just loud, isn't it? Yeah. Another thing about having 3 kids is the laundry, guys. Now, when I had 1 child, I thought that it was a lot to do. Wait till you have 3 kids. It's like, to be honest, I do laundry every day. Like, what the hell? Yeah. It's just so much to wash. And then let's throw in as well, the big guy, hubby, as well. It's like, God help me. Like, I find myself constantly washing clothes. What about you?
Yeah, I'm having that problem all the time. The laundry is crazy, you know. By the time I'm done washing my bits, I've got to do there, and it never ends. The cycle just never ends. Recently, my washing machine is broke, and it's still not been fixed. So you can imagine the laundry I've got. I am literally feeling sorry for myself.
I feel sorry for you hearing that.
The laundry is crazy. So I don't know. It's just every parent with, you know, if you've got more than, you know, one, just be ready to wash. You wash every day. You're buying washing up liquid, washing up soap like every day to wash.
Yeah.
And then they come back from school and then they're just dirty. Every day you have to put a new school uniform on them because they've got lunch on their colour. They've got. Yeah. Another thing about having 3 kids is you always ask yourself, oh my God, will I have love for the 3rd child? The answer is yes. You would have lots and lots of love for the 3rd child. I know people that ask me before they've had their 3rd or 2nd, like, oh my God, will I have love for my 3rd child? And I'm like, of course you would. You know, why would you not? You know, you would have love for them, and their siblings will also have love for them. So if you're thinking about having a 3rd child and thinking, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough love to share, there's just plenty of love to go around.
Definitely.
So how do you feel?
Because I felt the same way when I was pregnant with my 2nd husband. Because I had my daughter, basically there's a 7-year gap, and I felt like, how am I gonna cope? Would I love that baby as much as I love her? And it's a natural thing to have, so don't worry. Trust me, your heart is so big. Yeah. You have so much space and so much love, you know, for that child. But definitely, yeah. Another thing I find is, because I've got a big age gap between my kids, so I find that it's helpful. Even though I've got 3 kids, sometimes it doesn't feel like it. I feel like I've got 2, because my daughter is 14. So the fact that she's older, she helps me a lot with the chores. Well, basically, she's got chores to do, okay? So stuff like the washing the dishes, because she always complains that she's the human dishwasher, which she is, because that's her chore. So I find that it's really, really helpful, because I know for you at the minute, because they're quite young, so you're having to do all that.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm quite lucky that she has to wash the dishes, wash the bath, and hoover. So that makes, you know, things. So that's another thing to think about as well when you're planning to have more kids. Think about the gap as well, and it works for everybody in different ways. You know, there are benefits to having big gaps, and there also are, you know, negatives as well. So it's about doing what suits you. Yeah,
definitely. Also, when considering to enlarge your family, I definitely think you need to put into perspective how expensive things can get. You know, because it's not so much more. Just that £10 now is tripled. So where you spend maybe £10, now it's like £30. So you definitely have to, you know, consider the fact that things can get more expensive.
Definitely. I think financially, having more children naturally puts a strain on your finances, you know. So you have to be mindful that the more kids you have, I mean, you have to do the maths anyway, you know, the more expensive they are, but you have to be smart with your finances. And I think you've done a video about about money, so you guys might want to check that out. Another thing I find that we recently just came back from holiday, guys. Oh my gosh! So when we just had the one, it was a piece of cake. Like you just say, oh, you know, babe, look, when should we go on holiday? What, next month? Okay, you can just book it like that. With 3 kids, you better plan in advance, because it's expensive. It costs an arm and a leg. So expensive. So really,
I actually agree, because we also went on holiday this summer and it was not as cheap as I thought it would be. So I had to psych myself. I've been planning for at least, you know, a whole year for this holiday. So you have to be prepared, you have to be organised, you have to have saved some money to enjoy stuff. If not, you know, you just won't do anything, and it's not fair on your kids to not take them anywhere. So
another thing which you might not relate so much at the moment is that when we book hotels, and now that my daughter is a teenager, she needs to get her own room. So whereas before, you know, we could just get like just a 1 room or whatever, a family room. But now we recently went on holiday, so we had to get a master room, and of course a master room comes with a master price. So if you guys have teenagers out there, you can relate to that. It's so expensive, you know, having more than, you know, 1. I think 2 is alright, but 3. It starts to cost a bit more. Yeah,
that's true. And what I would like to say about having 3 kids as well is, although they are you think, yeah, there's 3 of them, they're all going to play, but 3 is an odd number, so there's always that one child that will feel left out. I have it all the time with my children, where 2 of them end up playing, and then one of them, oh, mommy, they don't want to play with me, and then oh, I have nothing to play with, and then I don't have no one to play with. So that odd number thing, like, sometimes play a part. Although you think, wow, they've got each other to play with, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way, because 2 of them are playing and one is feeling left out. So
it's true.
that's when mommy steps in.
Oh my
and
gosh.
become the 4th child.
Listen, I can relate to that, because that's constant in my house, because of the big age gap. So my eldest, she doesn't have time to be playing no games with my 7-year-old. You know, she's a teenager, like, so my son would want to play with her, but she'd be like, no, she's not interested. Like, you know, clearly she's a teenager. And then so my son would come running to me, oh, mommy, Sasha doesn't want to play with me. So guess what? I have to step in and be the child, because my son, you know, my 20-month-old is too young for him to play with. So I could definitely relate to that. And there are times that you don't want to play with them, but you have no choice, you know. That too. Another thing I was going to say is the fact that when you have 3 kids, the fact that you have to upgrade to a bigger home and also a bigger car. No, you don't have to as such, but you feel much more comfortable having a bigger house and a bigger car, because I mean, let's think about it. With a bigger house, you know, you need more space, you know, and then also with a car, you need more space. You need more space, because you've got all the bags, and you've got the bags, and God knows what else. And also the fact that if you don't upgrade, like, you can only take your immediate family only, so you can't take any, you know, let's say if a friend comes and stay over, or their friends or whatever, you can't really take them in the car, because obviously you don't have enough space. So
that's true. And what you said is true, because where, like, my children are all young and they have to be in car seats. Car seats are quite bulky, so the car is not spacious enough. You can't really fit all 3 car seats comfortably, and probably your husband in front and you driving, or whichever way around. With 3 kids, it's quite a problem. But where if they don't need car seats, then it's okay. But car seats do make cars feel smaller, so you might want to get something that is more spacious. And then, like you said, with the house, you definitely need bigger space. If not, you'll all be on top of each other, and that is so annoying. Leaving the house on time, or trying to get anywhere on time, it's just such a problem. You know, everything, it just takes longer to do. Everything takes a lot longer, because you have to do 3 times the work. So if you want to get 3 children ready, you have to bath 3 children separately, get 3 children ready. So everything is just 3 times longer than having, let's say, your 1 or maybe your 2, but so everything just takes 3 times longer to do. So you have to then, like I said before, plan and be organized, so that you can get things done on time. If not, you're always going to be late to wherever you gotta go.
And I think what makes life easier for me is if I know I have to go somewhere, you know, really, really important, and I don't want to be late, then I plan the night before, organize their clothes, get everything, so at least everybody knows what they're doing and what they're wearing. So you don't be here, mommy, where's my stuff? And you're looking at stuff like, what?
It's like military training.
Exactly. It's like the military operation with 3 kids. So if you know you're not that organized, then you might have to rethink, or, you know, kind of acquire that skill.
It's something that you definitely have to acquire, because I'm not perfect. It's something I'm learning as well, to be more organized. If not, I will never get a lot of things done. And naturally, I'm a lastminute.com
type of person. That's my nature. But with 3 kids, I had to kind of learn quickly that that is not going to cut it. It's not going to work. And sometimes I feel like I would never leave the house. It takes so long to get everybody ready, valid that you just feel like, are we actually going to leave this house today? You know?
That's true.
So another thing is, I found that having a 3rd child is that I really feel sorry for 3rd kids, because like my baby, I feel like he basically has to fit into our routine. He has no choice. He gets dragged to all the activities. He gets dragged to everything, and I feel like a 3rd child just slots in. Basically, they have no choice in the way. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think they just fit in somehow. You feel like they'll be so. They might not fit in, but you find that they fit in because they just adapt to what their siblings are doing, and before you know it, it's like they've been there forever.
Exactly.
You know, so you're right. They do just fit in, and they don't stick out like a sore thumb.
It's true. So if you are worried about having a 3rd child, I think after having 2, 3 is just like you know,
it becomes easier. I suppose. Yeah, that's true. And I think as well, having one-to-ones with the children becomes so difficult. Where you had 1 child, it was just literally you and them. But now when you've got 3, it's such a struggle to share your time with all of them, especially when it comes to, let's say, homework.
Oh yeah.
You're doing homework with one of them, and you have mummy, like, wait your turn.
Exactly.
So it's like you just have to find a way of balancing yourself or sharing yourself in a way. So you mustn't be stressed out yourself.
No. So speaking about one-to-one time, so it's with 3 kids, it's so hard to get one-to-one time with hubby, boyfriend, or whoever. It's so hard because there's always a child in your bed.
Yeah.
There's always children everywhere. It's like, it's so hard. So you have to literally plan military precision to have some alone time with hubby. Honestly, it's quite difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah, to have that alone time.
Even alone time on your own is difficult.
Yeah.
I have to literally beg my mum, have the kids, please. I need some time alone, I'm going crazy. Yeah. But so you do have to, plan.
Yeah.
So having 3 kids means triple the love, triple the hugs. You're just loved, just love all around, and it's just so sweet. They just randomly just come around, Mommy, I love you, and I'm like, oh, Mommy, I love you, oh, Mommy, I love you, oh, and then like they're drawing you pictures, they're all hugging and kissing. Yeah. It's just a nice feeling, just to feel loved, and it's so special, and I would never change it. And I just love that feeling. It's priceless.
Yeah, it is priceless, and it's so rewarding. And sometimes my son would just come out and say, "Oh, Mommy, here's a flower I picked for you." I'm like, just picture, oh my gosh, It's just it's it's a blessing to be able to have children. Full stop is a blessing, honestly. And we're just blessed, to be able to have more than one. It's like So I think
as much as we can moan about all the hard work that goes into it, but at the end of the day, the reward is just priceless.
It's priceless,
and I'm sure we'll not change it.
I will never change it. It's the best thing ever. It's my biggest achievement. Biggest achievement. So I've another positive thing about having 3 kids is that they never run out of people to play with. They constantly have someone to play with. Now, I remember when I had my daughter, so for a good 7 years, I was hearing, "Mummy, I'm bored, I don't have anyone to play with," and I felt like I had to go and beg friends, begging people, "Can my daughter come around to play? Or can you bring your child so my daughter can play with her?" But I think with 3 kids, you don't have to worry. There's always someone around for them to play with. And also, they learn loads and loads of skills. They learn how to negotiate, communication skills, how to share. So many things, don't you think?
Yeah, I find that it helps them when they go to, let's say, nursery, because they're already learning from home.
Exactly.
So when they go to nursery, they don't have that, I call it, there's a syndrome for it. I don't know what it's called, but I don't know, there's a name for it. Something syndrome, when the child can't learn how to share. I can't remember what it is, but so it's a good thing. They learn before they go to school, because when they go to school, you don't want them calling you up saying, "Oh, your child's got into a little bit of a drama because they couldn't share."
Just to add to that, also a benefit for me in particular is that because I've got a daughter, because obviously I've got 2 boys and a girl, so the benefit for my boys is that they get to learn how to interact with girls. So it's much more easier, because I think boys, when they're younger, they tend to be much more shy around girls. They don't really know how to talk to girls. But my son having a sister, it makes it so much easier. And for 6 years, my son was the only boy in the family, so he was surrounded by girls. All his cousins are girls, and his sister is a girl, obviously. That's a benefit when you have different sex children, so that from an early age, they'll really learn how to interact with girls before they actually get into school.
So my last point I like to say is basically your sleep will be interrupted all the time. There's always that one child that would wake you up or come to you, be like, "Mommy, I need water. Mommy this, Mommy that, I'm not feeling well." There's always something. There's always one child coming up to you, so your sleep is never going to be the same.
Sorry.
As much as your sleep is not the same when you have children, but when you have more, literally there's always that one, or even all of them in one night, just coming to you. So you're never going to get it. You will never get to sleep deeply or just enjoy sleep.
But don't worry, guys, there is hope. We don't want to sound like Debbie Downer.
There is hope.
But when you think about the odds, there's more likely to be 1 or 2 people like needing your attention or needed or feeling sick or whatever. Because I've had that many times where Zayden will be unwell, and then Zayn is unwell at the same time, or Zayn wakes up and then Zayden needs me, and it's just like Yeah, it does happen. Last but not least, I would say the benefit of having 3 kids is that it teaches you to be super efficient with your time, and also a master at multitasking.
Yeah.
So there are times where I'm literally on the phone, I'm writing this, I'm wiping someone's nose. You know, it teaches you literally. I use all body parts honestly to be dealing with these kids.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, you definitely have to be able to multitask, and if you don't know how to multitask, you will learn on the job.
You will.
You will have to learn, because when you've got this child is waiting for you to give them their food, and that child's waiting for whatever, you have to be able to do it to them.
You have
so,
to.
yeah.
You know, and you have to be really efficient with your time. So sometimes if I have Zane napping, I might quickly squeeze in a video, I might come on and film something quickly, and then, you know, go and do whatever else I have to do. So guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and please don't forget to head over to Ubi's channel. I'll put all the links in the description box, and to check out the video that we did on her channel. So please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.